Chandni asks, what are the new skills that marketers entering the field need to learn? There's a lot of new skills. There are the obvious ones. For example, like mathematics would be good. Statistics would be good. I think math and stats are something that are deeply overlooked. And the ability to use mathematics and statistics to understand data and be able to draw useful conclusions and make decisions based on data. I think those are skills that are essential in today's data-driven world, in today's AI-powered world. You should probably know how these things work in general, not saying you need to go out and get a PhD in applied mathematics, but having an understanding of what the different buttons do in the various platforms of marketing technologies and sort of what the product does underneath the hood, I think is really important. And it's something that's dramatically overlooked. Another set of skills, and this is going to sound weird coming from me who's a technologist, but another set of skills that are lacking in the population in general, but especially in marketers and especially in business, are skills around compassion and kindness, empathy. So, marketing has had a track record of being very self-centered, right? Buy our stuff. Here's our stuff. Look at us. Aren't we awesome? Our products are better than the next guy's products. And this self-centered marketing has resulted in just really crappy marketing, right? So many marketers out there just making as much noise as possible in the hopes of attracting attention, in the hopes of getting business. But attention is the most scarce commodity of all right now. You have so many channels, so many apps, so many services, so many things competing for our eyeballs and our ears every single day that you can't shout your way to success. You just can't. You can't be louder than the din that we are all surrounded by. And the old traditional way of just yelling louder about how awesome you are just doesn't work. Not enough to drive a business, certainly not enough to scale a business. So what does drive a business? What does scale a business in this environment? That compassion, that true customer centricity is what will drive your business, right? Being able to be kind, being able to be tolerant of people who aren't like you. We as a society, and we as a profession have gotten into our heads this idea of the ideal customer and micro-targeting this customer, and using AI and machine learning to identify precisely when that customer is ready to buy, not realizing that a good amount of the time, nobody's ready to buy, right? It may be like one person that's ready to buy out of 100 at any given moment in time. And the other 99 people ain't interested in buying. And so blasting all 100 of them with the buy now message is pointless. Because yes, you might get that one person who's ready to buy and you pissed off the other 99, and now they're never going to buy from you. If you approach your marketing from a perspective of customer centricity, of compassion, of empathy, which just means putting yourself in the customer's shoes and saying, would I want to receive this marketing? Right? If I'm going to send out a big offer and I put myself on the other side of it, would I want to buy my own product? Right? Think about that when you're rolling out your next promotion. Put yourself in your customer's shoes. Pretend you don't work for your company. And say, would I actually care if I received this promotion or whatever in the mail? The answer is probably no, right? Unless your product is something that's so awesome that you have no marketing troubles, right? People generally don't have a hard time convincing somebody else to buy a Tesla, right? If you have the money and you think electric cars are cool, it's not a tough sell. That skill, the skill of really being in somebody else's shoes and seeing things from their point of view, isn't taught. Not enough. And it is essential for making your marketing better, because your communications have to be the kind of thing that another person would just want to get, right? Like, I'm recording these videos now not because I want to improve the SEO on my website or whatever. This is a list of questions that somebody actually sent me. And I think they're useful questions, which is why I'm recording these videos, because I think it might help you, right? I'm not even talking about stuff that I have for sale, because honestly, I'm not selling this stuff. But if it helps you, if it provides an emotional connection to you, if it compels you to think about stuff and you find it helpful, then hopefully when down the road sometime you are that one person out of the 99 others around you who's ready to buy something that I sell, I'm hopeful that you'll say, I remember that video series that Chris did. Maybe he knows about this thing. I'll ask him if his company does this thing. That requires compassion. Compassion is knowing what somebody else is experiencing and taking action on it to make it a better experience, right? So if you walk by somebody who's homeless and you can see that they're, cold and starving, you have sympathy because you can understand how they feel. You might even have empathy because you might understand what it is that they're going through. But if you don't take action on it, that's where it stops. Whereas compassion would be you take action on it. Bringing it into marketing, if you know what the customer wants and you can deliver it to them, then you have compassion. Especially when there's nothing in it for you. Right? When you're marketing and you're giving out marketing to somebody, you're giving somebody content that doesn't benefit you, not directly, but it helps the person who's receiving it. That is compassion, right? And if you can do that in your marketing, if you have that skill, your marketing will be more successful because you will not be sending out stuff to people who don't want it. And you will be helping people in some aspect of their lives, personally, professionally, it doesn't matter, so that you build your brand, so people remember who you are, so you improve your reputation, right? Brand is nothing more than reputation. If you improve your reputation by doing good things for other people and helping other people with your content, with your marketing, then your marketing in the long run will succeed. Right? When you do have to send out that sales pitch, people will read it because you've created so much value for them that they are willing to listen. You have their attention. When your marketing is imbued with compassion, you earn attention. Compassion equals attention. Right? Because if I as the recipient know that you're really helping me. Every single email you send me, there's something in it for me. Every single ebook or YouTube video, whatever, there's something that's going to make my life better. I'm going to give you my attention. I'm going to say, I really want to read your emails. I want to see your videos. I want to listen to your podcast because you're helping me. And so that is the skill. That is the skill that's going to set apart marketers now and going forward, because in an environment where there is no attention, the only way to earn attention in a sustainable manner is with compassion, to provide that value so that the person has to give you their attention because they keep getting so much value from you. Again, this is not new, right? This stuff goes back to literally thousands of years ago. Every major world religion on the planet has pretty much the same rule, right? The golden rule: do unto others as you would have them do unto you, right? Rabbi Hillel said, that which is hateful to your brother, do not do. Or that which is hateful to you, do not do to your brother, right? It's in every single religion. And yet marketers don't have that skill. So it's not a new skill that marketers entering the field need to learn, but it is a skill that every marketer needs to learn if you want to succeed. Remember this: compassion equals attention. If you behave with compassion and your marketing provides value without asking anything in return, then when the person's ready to buy, you will have their attention so that you can make the offer. Good question, long answer. Thanks for watching.